I had a message on our phone from our son Mark that Michael had been in a serious accident and was in critical condition.
Dr. Arts sent her blood to the Fullerton genetics lab here and called me about 6 weeks later and said she does have Turner syndrome.
She was sitting in the chair and got up. Well, my right leg seemed to be asleep.
They found a Wilms tumor, which was taken out 2 days after they found it, along with her left kidney. After that, she had 10 radiation treatments and then went through chemo.
It was not constant pressure, but it was pretty bad when it got bad, and then it would sort of ease off. So I thought, well, I did take an extra Prilosec that morning, thinking I was solving my problem.
My dad is an active volunteer in this community and walked into the emergency room saying, "I'm having a heart attack."
There were quite a few injections. There was quite a few needles as a part of her regular life for several months.
He was waiting in line to get off of to exit the highway when an 18-wheeler plowed into the back of his car going 55 miles an hour.
She was kicking, screaming, crying, upset, did not want any more blood work done.
911 released the ambulance from the Angel Hospital. They diagnosed that I was having a stroke.
I remember thinking, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it back to my car. And that was the first time I realized, I think I'm in trouble.
I'm not ready for my dad to die. I'm just not ready. And looking at his lifeless eyes when he went into VFib was just heartbreaking.
Thankfully, Mama was there to bring him in because there was no time for him to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance. He had lost too much blood. I went to Mission and the chaplain met us at the door.
I had maybe another 50 yards to go, and I remember thinking that.
It just hits you and you're just so dumbfounded.
I think I'm gonna have to call 911.
If this hospital was not here, he would not have survived, because having a heart attack and going into sudden arrest, you really need early defibrillation and advanced cardiac life support, which he received here in a very timely manner.
I was thinking, let me get there and be a source of calm, a source of focus to the rest of the family when they come. And I also had a message to Michael that if he needed to be somewhere else, that I gave him permission to leave. But that if he could stay, we would be so happy to have him.
My friend, Dr. Mark Burton, was there. He said, you have a serious blockage, and I'm going to call Mission Heart Center.
He looked at my MRI scan and initiated for Angel's doctors to administer the blood clot medicine.
We met Amy Ann at the first family support night that we attended here at Mission Children's Hospital. Amy Ann facilitated the group for children who have a special need.
From there, they took me to Mission. From my understanding, I mean, it could have went anyway. It wouldn't have been better. There's no telling how much further it had been.
But then I got to Mission, and I got very fast, very efficient, highly skilled care that saved my life.
Mama is what saved his life. If they had not been there, if they had been on another call and had not been there that day, we wouldn't have Michael today.
Amy Ann worked with Ellen and gave her lots of different ways to have control in the situation.
There was one other vet that had a similar stroke his mind. It affected his right side, his right leg, his speech. He didn't get the shot. His speech has not come back. His memory has not recovered.
She does not have to be restrained or held in any way. She goes into that chair. She uses a distraction that she chooses. And wow, are the folks in the lab proud of Ellen?
I think she looked forward to going more than she had before. But she kind of grabbed the leash, ran Brandy down the hall, back and forth. I think it was a while before Ken got her back.
I have never missed a year since his accident to go down and thank the crew of Mama and bring them a fruit basket or something.
Having the Family Support Network and the Child Life Program as a part of our lives has literally changed our lives.
My dad probably would not be here if this hospital hadn't been here.
We really would not be at the place that we are now without these programs in our lives.
Invaluable. I mean, it's just a worthwhile cause for anybody. I'm sort of like a living example of it.
There are no words to express how wonderful that is.
Very few things in life are more important than that. You can think of all sorts of things that are valuable, of course, but you've got to be here to enjoy everything else.